Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally reveal why they chose this date for engagement, the internet exploding revelation. The world stood still when Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally revealed the emotional reason behind their engagement date, a day fans had been obsessing over for weeks. Social media had been flooded with speculation. Was it chosen because of astrology? A lucky number? Or something deeply personal? Now, the couple's heartfelt confession has left fans in tears, and the significance behind the date is even more powerful than anyone could have imagined. After months of secrecy, Cardi B and Diggs confirmed that the chosen day was not random at all. It was the exact anniversary of the first night they ever truly connected, the night that changed both of their lives forever. Revolving Hearts, the night that started it all. Back in late 2023, before anyone knew they were even talking, Cardi B attended a private NFL event in Los Angeles, where she ran into Stefon Diggs by sheer coincidence. She was there to support a charity initiative, he was there representing the Bills. Neither expected their paths to cross so deeply that evening. What began as casual conversation turned into an all-night connection, music, laughter, and heartfelt talks about life, love, and pressure under the spotlight. Both of them were coming from emotional lows, Cardi recovering from relationship turbulence, and Diggs from the stress of maintaining focus under public scrutiny. That night wasn't about fame, Cardi recalled in a recent emotional interview. It was about realness. I saw a side of him that nobody sees. He was humble, funny, and genuinely listened to me. That's rare. From that night forward, they promised to always honor the date as a symbol of new beginnings, a private anniversary of rediscovering peace and trust. Ring, a symbolic choice, more than just a ring. So when it came time to plan the engagement, Diggs insisted on choosing that exact date. According to insiders close to the couple, he told her, "If I'm going to ask you to be my forever, it's going to be on the night that started our story." Fans didn't realize it at first, but the engagement announcement went live exactly 1 year later to the day of that magical encounter. Cardi broke down in tears during her Instagram Live when explaining it to fans. "People thought it was just a cute date, but for us, it was a promise fulfilled. Every year on that day, we talk about how we met and how far we've come. So when he proposed, I felt like the universe was clapping for us." Shooting star hidden meaning behind the numbers. Astrology fans quickly noticed something else. The date had a rare cosmic alignment tied to both of their zodiac signs, Cardi being Libra and Diggs a Sagittarius. According to her spiritual advisor, the date symbolized balance, transformation, and destiny. "This date means rebirth," said one close friend. For them, it's like the stars literally lined up twice, once when they met, and once when they sealed it. But while the astrological meaning added beauty to the symbolism, the emotional reason is what hit fans the hardest. Candle, the tribute that melted hearts. What few people knew is that the engagement date also carried a hidden tribute to Cardi's late grandmother, who passed away on that very same week years ago. Cardi often spoke about how her grandmother was the first person who told her she would find love that made her calm. In private, she revealed that Diggs' proposal felt like her grandmother's blessing. "When he kneeled down that night, I felt like she was watching," she said tearfully. "It wasn't just him and me, it was spiritual." Party popper, the intimate proposal night. The proposal itself took place during a private rooftop dinner in Miami, surrounded by candles, white roses, and a panoramic ocean view. Cardi believed she was filming a small documentary clip for her next music project, but Diggs had orchestrated everything in secret. As the violinists began playing "Be Careful," the very song she once wrote about heartbreak, he turned the moment into a new beginning. When he got on one knee, the fireworks behind them spelled out, "From the first night to forever." Cardi's tears flowed instantly. Fans later learned that the ring was a custom 18-karat diamond piece shaped like two intertwined hearts, symbolizing how their stories now merge as one. Globe showing Europe-Africa fans' emotional reactions. Within hours of the reveal, hashtags like #CardiandDiggsForever and #the date that binds them trended worldwide. Fans called the story a modern-day fairy tale, and celebrities flooded their comments with congratulations. "This is what love looks like when it's real," wrote one fan on X. Another commented, "The date isn't just a day, it's destiny." Even Rihanna and A$AP Rocky reportedly sent them a private congratulatory message, calling the story beautifully poetic. Red heart their promise to each other. In a closing note during their joint interview, Cardi B looked at Stefon and said, "We've both made mistakes, we've both grown, but that date reminds us that love can start again, even when you least expect it." Diggs added softly, "I didn't choose that date, our hearts did. Sparkles the meaning that will live forever." Now, every time fans look at the date of their engagement, it represents more than romance, it's about growth, healing, and divine timing. It's a reminder that sometimes, life's most beautiful moments are written long before we even know it. For Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, the chosen engagement date isn't just a timestamp in history. It's the heartbeat of their love story, the moment where fate, music, and emotion became one. And as they both continue to share glimpses of their journey, one thing is clear, this love was never about the spotlight, it was about the promise they made that very first night. Dizzy. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs finally reveal why they chose this date for engagement. It's finally happening, the day everyone's been waiting for. After months of speculation, cryptic social media posts, and emotional moments that kept fans on edge, Cardi B and NFL star Stefon Diggs have finally revealed why they chose this specific date for their long-awaited engagement. And the reason behind it left both fans and loved ones in tears. Ring, a love story that survived the storm. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs' relationship has been a whirlwind from the start. What began as a quiet friendship turned into one of the most talked about love stories in the entertainment world. Both of them had been through emotional ups and downs, from Cardi's public heartbreaks to Stefon's struggles balancing fame and love. But somehow, their paths aligned perfectly. Over time, the two built a deep connection rooted in mutual respect, healing, and loyalty. They didn't rush into things. Instead, they spent months understanding one another, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Fans noticed that every public appearance, every message, and even their coordinated outfits seemed to symbolize something deeper. Spiral calendar, why this date matters so much. When they finally announced their engagement, people immediately noticed that the date wasn't random. It wasn't chosen for convenience or publicity. The couple revealed that this exact day held intense personal meaning for both of them. For Cardi, it marks the anniversary of one of her hardest personal battles, a day she nearly gave up on love and herself. But it's also the day she decided to start over, to forgive, and to focus on her own happiness. For Stefon, this same date represents a turning point in his own journey. Years ago, around this exact time, he made a promise to himself that when he found the woman who truly understood his soul, he would never let her go. Fate, it seems, had already been writing their story behind the scenes. When Cardi and Stefon realized their emotional anniversaries aligned, both symbolizing transformation and rebirth, they knew this was the only possible date to seal their love. Rose, the secret planning behind the engagement. Sources close to the couple revealed that Stefon had been planning the proposal for months in advance, secretly coordinating with Cardi's closest family members and even her children. He didn't want a flashy stadium proposal or a paparazzi-filled event. Instead, he wanted something intimate, something that reflected the heart behind their relationship. The proposal took place in a private location filled with roses, candles, and a massive screen playing a montage of their journey, from the first messages they exchanged to their most emotional moments together. As the video ended, Stefon got down on one knee and said the words that had Cardi in tears. "This day changed both of us once, let's make it the day that changes us forever." Gemstone, the symbolism behind the ring. Cardi's engagement ring is unlike any other. It features a rare pink diamond surrounded by smaller stones shaped like tears, symbolizing the struggles they both overcame before finding peace in each other. Stefon personally designed it, making sure it carried emotional significance. Inscribed inside the band are the words, "Two hearts, one date, one destiny." Cardi later revealed that the moment she saw it, She broke down crying because the design wasn't just luxurious, it was personal. Every detail mirrored their story of redemption, faith, and loyalty. Red Heart fans react, "This feels spiritual." Once the couple shared their engagement date and the emotional backstory behind it, fans across the world couldn't hold back their feelings. This is more than love, this is destiny. You can tell this date means something powerful to them. Stefon and Cardi's journey proves timing is everything. Social media exploded with heartfelt reactions and congratulatory messages. Some fans even declared the date, Cardi Digs Day, marking it as a symbol of hope for true love after heartbreak. Shooting star behind closed doors, how the date almost changed. What many don't know is that there was a brief moment when they considered postponing the engagement. According to insiders, both Cardi and Stefon faced heavy work schedules and emotional stress around the chosen period. But one night, after a deep conversation about their pasts and how much they'd endured to reach this point, they decided they couldn't let fear dictate their future. Stefon told her, "This is the day we both found our light again. I'm not changing it for anything." That statement sealed it. The date would remain sacred. Dizzy the meaning of divine timing. In an emotional Instagram live, Cardi opened up about how she sees the engagement date as a sign from God. She said, "I used to think timing was my enemy, like I was always late to my own happiness. But now I see that everything happened exactly when it was supposed to. This date, it's proof." Fans noted how peaceful and grounded Cardi seemed as she spoke, a side of her rarely seen in the chaotic world of fame. Party popper, what comes next? The engagement marks only the beginning of a much bigger chapter. The couple is said to be planning an intimate destination wedding, possibly next year, surrounded by family, close friends, and their children. Cardi has hinted that the wedding theme will celebrate rebirth, faith, and unity, with a unique cultural fusion that honors both her Dominican Trinidadian heritage and Stefon's American roots. Rumors suggest that Rihanna, Offset, and several NFL teammates might be part of the guest list. Revolving Hearts, a date that will be remembered forever. In a world filled with temporary love stories, Cardi B and Stefon Diggs' engagement stands out, not for its glamour, but for its meaning. The date they chose wasn't picked by chance or for media attention. It was chosen out of love, healing, and divine alignment. As Cardi beautifully put it in her closing words that night, "We didn't just choose a date, we chose a destiny." And with that, the world now knows, this engagement wasn't just an announcement. It was a rebirth story, written in time, sealed with love, and celebrated forever.
도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주 행비행 신비한 세계로 나를 이끌고 거짓말처럼 하늘을 날며 어느새 제주 바다가 내게로 와 있네. 하늘을 보고 또 다른 나는 아래를 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주